Hello, Mr. Brad. We are gonna go in 2 minutes. I just need to fix my nodes, and then we'll be good to go. I haven't checked the map for yet. It's still usually takes like 15 minutes before the thing to finish. But check after. Alright, let's find out. Oh, that's really nice. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. It's pretty fat. Oh shit, and we win sickness. Nice. We got 8 coins of normal lucid. That's amazing, honestly. Got like... Let's see where's the rest coming from. That's really good actually. Three wins is like above average. Like average is like 2 wins. So you know, I mean, we're splitting this between the party. So you know, it's pretty good. Oh shit, my party won 5. 2 of them won 2. So 4. Another guy won 5, 9, and then the rest won 3. Yeah, so like our party did really good. That we did above average. That's crazy. Wait, uh, not sure why it expired. It shouldn't have expired because I still have MVP. I'll collect them later because I need to record that for my weekly video anyway. All right, this is a pretty fat comeback power, if I say myself. It's crazy though. Like I'm stronger than I was when I played Web 2 GMS reboot server. Actually insane. I wonder if my party got 990 arcane. Oh yeah, he got 990. That's crazy. How did he do it? Compared to mine. Okay, he has vanishing because I started this character late. But he also have Mirage and Arcana. Not sure how he has more than me. Because I don't have those. Like, I think maybe the difference is possibly he buy coins earlier. Or like he probably bought coins the first 6 weeks. Like he probably spent Nisos buy coins. Because I didn't. Like, I was being cheap. I was actually like cheap as fuck. So I didn't do that. Let's check the others. Oh, he doesn't have 990. Yeah, the people with 990 all bought like event shop coins. Yeah, I guess it's like the only one in our team that has 990 is it's the it's the Light Lord and Amy, I think. Oh, Amy's dog shit. Yeah, Amy got fucked. Yeah, Amy got like nothing. You got no power crystal. Like we don't split power crystals, so like if you got less power crystals, you're basically fucked. Like this is a time where you don't want to get you want to get power crystals and you want to get less Nisos, because your team is gonna cover for you for the Nisos part. So you just want more power crystals for your own. How much did I have in power crystals? Where is it? I can't find it. Where's Will? I can't find Will. I don't know why. Oh, it's right here. Oh, right, because I didn't win anything from Will. That's why it was missing. Yeah, I got 200 million. That's 200 million power crystals. Yeah, we take that. For Will, it's 146 million per player for Will. So 140 million per player per party in our entire party. So for Will, we're splitting the entire Niso pool. So everybody we pool together, and then we divide that by 6. So every player in our party got 146 mil. So about 150 mil, yeah. But it's gonna be less this week. Like people are stronger this week now. Easy Will is like I think you could do if everybody in your party is 800 arcane power, like 840. You could do it with like 6 people, 10 mil. Like if you're good. If you have no hands or if you're playing with shitter class like Blaze Wizard, then you need more. As long as you have 10 million Shadow or equivalent 840, level 240, then you know 10 mil each. That's fine. That's more than enough. And guys, um, I never mind. I was gonna go through dailies. See, guys, sometimes you just gotta complain. You just gotta complain sometimes. Normal recruiting 30 mil. Is that too much or too low? Um, no, I think 30 mil is fair. You could probably get away with like less than that if you have level 245 and higher symbols. But at this current time, where everybody has like low symbols, like 30 mil is actually low. Like actually a very low requirement. Because like unless you have 990 arcane, like 30 mil combat power for normal is actually very low. You're like borderline leeching at 30 mil. But if you have 990 arcane, you're just pulling your own weight. Oh wait, they wanna join the call. Alright, then go join Discord. Hard just does more damage, and you just heal less. Like you heal a lot less. Like normal, you can heal like maybe twice as much, whereas in hard we just can't use our potions as much. So that's like the only difference, and it just does more damage. So you can tank, you just tank less hits. Yo, I'm getting free fame from the party. Scamming the fames. I think I have everything. Yep, I have everything I needed. Yo guys, don't tell Amy this. You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. That that did not happen, guys. Like yeah, did not happen at all. Oh shit, I have my Discord muted. Damn, I gotta fix that. Yeah. Alright. I'll fix it after when he does the test, because otherwise, like, it's very dangerous for me. Yeah, I was like, why is Discord so quiet? And then I realized I had Discord muted. Yeah, I usually mute Discord. Oh fuck. Oh shit. In case you why you saw that on my screen is because it's at 28:45. This a thing called a test happens, and when the test happens, you have to go find the eye, and fuck. And if you don't see the eye, you see that animation, and that one shot you. Now the difference is why I didn't get one shot there is because I had an iframe, and I used an iframe to save myself, which is like one way you could go about it. Just iframe that. But like it's like sensitive in timing. You gotta be like exact. But it is possible. I'm not sure if you iframe the final test, if you will fail or not. I think you could still pass the test. I think the test just checks if you're dead or not. So in theory, if you're a paladin player, you could just iframe the entire thing and then you fail the test, like as a paladin player. And the paladin player can also help one of your party member who's really fucking bad, like pass the test, like forcefully pass the test. So paladin in guild is like the best class. It's like better than paladin. I mean better than better than bishop, a paladin here. Because you're always gonna have like a whale who's like really rich but like not good with hands. Then the paladin comes in, like god mode that guy and god mode himself, and like the test that doesn't exist. The paladin like god mode cooldown is like very short. It's you just gotta like end it early, and the cooldown is like 1.5 minutes. The test is 2 minutes, so like your god mode is always up, so you could forcefully like pass the test without any mechanics at all. And this is the test, by the way. All right, let me open Discord. Where the fuck? Oh shit! I gotta remove my summons, because I have my summons up. It's causing like a lot of balls coming down, and that could kill my party member. If a party member dies to the balls, we fail the test. Now the good thing is, Shadower can just go on dark side, and I think the balls just doesn't exist at all if they go on dark side. I think I could be wrong. And also, like if you do will, like don't do your daily missiles and bring ultra beam. You could use it here, so I'm using ultra beam here. It does a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, I didn't even realize like that Will has no HP. I was just trying to talk to you guys. Like, yeah, basically it's like you want to have ultra beam. This is from the event skill. You can get it from the page 1. Start the event quest and get this. I don't think Misolizer is not good because it puts you in place, and you gotta like use the entire skill duration. So like it's actually really bad for Will because it locks you in place and you die. But the ultra beam is like the animation is very short. and it does damage. So like, you know, you can just click on it and then it will like come up because it's a summon. Like summons just has a better animation. All right.
Blue side, blue side.
This is Dan. Like there is like absolutely zero fucking chance Amy can do this. Like, I'm not even blaming him. It's just like he doesn't have time. Like, if he has time, he could do it. Like unfortunately, he doesn't have time. So like there's no way he could do this. Until you put in 10 hours, like he's not gonna do this. You're gonna need like Will is like a 10-hour boss. You gotta like go train on this thing for 10 hours like before you can do it. Like, and you know Amy haven't put in the hours yet, so he don't deserve to do Will. That's what it is. Arcane is like honestly, if you're starting from scratch, like when I say starting from scratch, like if you're upgrading your gear from scratch, Arcane is better. Mainly because of web shop cubes. They have this a fixed price now for cubes. As far as like Star Force, like a lot of times, obviously Arcane is a lot expensive to upgrade, but there's always the 2 opportunities a month, maybe three times a month, where Arcane and Absolute price in Star Force is like very similar. That's when you tap, and when you do tap, it's like it's worth it, you know, for obviously for like tapping Arcane. But if you're buying Arcane and you don't have the patience, then yeah, you're gonna spend a lot more money to upgrade Arcane than Absolute. But if you have the patience and you had like 1 month, Arcane's way better. It's like the same price, more or less. Alright, the test is coming, boys. Oh shit! Oh shit! What happened to
Purple.
What happened to Dan? He's 6 lives. Oh man, I think it's a fail. I think we failed this. Yeah, what happened to Dan? He's in a bad shape today. I think he's drunk. I gotta ask Dan if he's been drinking today. But they're drunk. Like how? Alright, it's okay. Yeah. Alright, we have 1.5 minutes. Yeah, the people in my team, I see at my door. And but the tornado doesn't one shot. It does 90% HP. So if your HP is not full, you will one shot to it. But this is only true in hard mode. In easy mode, you can just tank it. Normal mode only hits 80%. So more or less, you can just tank it. But if you can't tank it, it's like HP is low. Like this case, I can't tank it. You know, just press your interact key. Go to the other map. Press the Y. I mean, for me, my interact key is Y. So if you press the Y key, you go to the next map, and you can dodge it, right? But otherwise, it's like as long as you're paying attention, like stay behind Will, you're never gonna get hit. I only get hit because it's like I'm streaming and I'm not distracted. But like if I log out, I'll stream and I focus. You know, it should never come to me. You know, basically like, I come here, I stay behind him. Like every time he changes directions, I change directions with him. Right? So in this case, you gotta change direction to behind him, right? And then he teleports. Just keep changing directions, right? Obviously, your DPS is gonna suffer a little bit, but for the most part, Will is not like a DPS boss. It's you have to like be patient. You know, like there are windows of opportunity where you strike. Yeah, and like this is the part where the deep player just go on dark side and AFK here. Like there's absolutely no risk at all. But everybody else, if you touch the ball, you could tank twice. I think you could tank 2 balls and you're dead. Your HP needs to be full though. One shot only comes at the third phase. Everything else, phase 1 and phase 2, they just nothing one shots, but they just do a lot of damage. And just can't heal. That's like the problem. They don't one shot, but they do a lot of damage. And you can't heal. Like in this case, like phase 2, you don't get to use your pots here. Like your pot lock. You can only use your pot by using your moonlight skill, right? So you enter the map with like no moonlight, so you gotta build it up. And the only way to build up your moonlight is to dodge attacks. If you don't dodge attacks, your moonlight will never build up. So in this case, I took a lot of hits, right? So my thing doesn't build up. So right now, what I have to do is I have to like play like a pussy, and then build up my moonlight, and then like heal. Right? So in this case, it's like I can't do anything here, because I need like a margin of error, and the only way to build up margin of error is like go in the corner and start dodging. Every time you took a hit, your moonlight does not recover, and you gotta restart your dodge. That's basically what it is, right? You just gotta be patient. While you're dodging, your cooldown's gonna go, right? So you just wait for cooldowns, right? In this case, like, I'm just gonna dodge. And in this case, I can't dodge anymore. I had to pop my heal. And every time you're in a corner, just always be careful for the web. The web's gonna come in and like fuck you. Just kind of wait it out. Nothing you could do about it. Oh man, I'm so dead. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was my door. I lost my door there. But that's always gonna happen. So like don't worry about it. Like yeah, that's why you wanna come here with like 10 lives, and that's when you start spending your lives here. I should pay attention, because otherwise I'll die here. No, Bishop cannot babysit here, because I don't think you receive a heal if your thing is off lock. I'm not sure though, but you want for Bishop to heal you, they have to press this button, and they have 1 second to heal you, right?
Perfect test. Oh yeah, there's a web. We can wait.
I'm gonna trigger the test.
Alright.
Alright, crack.
Crack.
Alright, for test, you want to be at full HP, so that like if you fuck up, you have a leeway. But if your team is dead, don't revive. If you don't revive, like the test is fine. Like it doesn't affect you. And if the screen is cracked, you just gotta touch it. Johnny Mama.
Crack. Okay, that's the last one.
Yeah, see that? I summoned my beam, right? It does a lot. It does damage. I mean, not a lot of damage, but it helps. Definitely helps. And the best part about coming out of the test is like you have full moonlight, which allows you to heal. Like allows me to heal like 3 times. 2 is like minimum, but like as long as I'm dodging in between, I should have enough for 3. Yeah, and there we go. There's a web, so like if he does test, you have an iframe, just like go through it. If you have a dark side, you can also go through it. But when the test comes, you will see an announcement. So, and Dan is like fucking trolling this time. He needs to practice. We gotta make Dan practice. I think that's what it is. But otherwise, it's like the rest of the team's doing fine. They have
I
enough
think that
lives.
was too fast, I guess.
Alright,
Okay,
it's coming.
test.
Alright, iframe and then corner. Alright. Because you didn't see the crack, so iframe jump in. And then if we see the
Correct.
crack, then you like to come back up.
Again.
Oh fuck. I missed it, that was my fault. Well, I was 4 HP, so I could afford to make a mistake. That's why you want to be
Correct.
full HP, right? If you're full HP, you afford to make a mistake. And then if you have enough moonlight, just heal again. And you
Alright,
will
that's
always
easy.
have
Yeah, pretty good. My burst will be back in 45. If you guys can hold the bind until then. 45 seconds.
Alright, if you see the yellow orange eye, it's like stand still. Uh, it's orange and then no orange, right? It's rotate. So if you see that, just stand still. So in this case, there was blank eye, so the next one is orange, 100%. So just stand still here, and you'll be fine. And in this case, oh, I wouldn't be that fine because
Oh, fuck.
he will be coming at you, right? Because orange, orange, blank. So orange you stand still, and then blank you just jump to the other side. Um, I should revive because honestly, like Dan's gonna kill himself. Alright, I'll revive now. We gotta carry like fucking Dan here. Yeah, otherwise it's like a restart for all of us. That would be really bad. I think I stood too close to the web. I was trying to safe spot it, but it didn't work. Alright, I'll revive when he does the leg, so it's easier for me to keep track. Alright.
Okay, how long for Benny? Bishop? How long for Benny? How long?
Alright, if you stand here, boys, is you're not gonna get pushed back. So I'm gonna stand here, so I don't have to worry about getting pushed back. And also because I got the poison, so like I had to stand here away from my team. Poison is only an issue on hard mode. It doesn't matter on normal. And the next one is like I have to jump away. By the way. Alright, be careful. The next one is gonna jump. I gotta jump away. And I jump. Oh shit. The reason why I couldn't jump is because there was a spider web here, and I was not paying attention. So I paid for the price. It's okay. I have a lot of lives, like so it's fine. It's fine for me, boys. We can fuck around. Oh fuck! I died again. Alright, I gotta stop trolling. How many lives I have? I have 5 lives. Okay, no, it's fine. I have 5 lives. It's fine. It's fine, boys. Chill. It's fine. Holy shit! I lagged there. I could have died. Alright, we gotta get the webs in. Alright, we got another web. Alright, we stand behind the rope so we don't get knocked back and then get like stun locked. See that? Like if you get too close
Oh,
to
that's
him,
Zach.
like with the rope,
It's okay.
you get knocked back.
Our next bind is gonna be full burst.
It's fine. We're fine. We could do it. We just got killed in 60 seconds before that guy can kill himself. I think we killed it before 60 seconds, honestly. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Yeah, I lost my door there. In case you guys didn't know, I lost my door. I'm gonna stay in this corner. This corner is better. I don't get knocked back. Alright, I'm just gonna like burst it.
Hold that, hold that. Yo, boys, I'm gonna burst him. Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Good luck, good luck, good luck, boys.
Yeah, we had to like, I had to like kill myself and not play safely. I had to do more damage because otherwise 2 people in my team they are at risk of dying. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna like
No
take it
luck
slow,
this time.
but yeah. Oh shit, I failed again. Yeah, yo, back-to-back weeks of I just fail. It's okay. All right, boys. We take that. We take that. You know. Listen, as long as we didn't have to like restart, I'm happy. So we take that. Alright, I'm gonna do the other balls. 1 second, boys. Let me take a video of this. Okay, I'm gonna collect this. That's a lot of stuff. Give me 1 second, boys. I just need to write this down for my next video. We're not splitting the no split on power crystal. So it's too much work to split the power crystal. So there's no split on that one. Alright, let me see how much power crystal I got. So I got 249 mil. I'm gonna use them all and see how much I got. That's 3 mil, okay, not much. Oh, that's 200 mil, let's go. Alright, and how much this is? This is 7 mil. So we got, what, 210 mil in power crystals? Yeah, we take that. That's a lot. That's a lot of power crystals, boys. Yeah, we got 210 mil because we were at 250. Now it's 460, so 210. More? This last one, okay? Okay, I think. Wait, hold up. I gotta do Mulan first. What did I got last week? Well, I only got rank 3 last week. That's kind of sad. Alright, we're just gonna do 50 floors. I think 50 floors is the last. I think 50 floors is the last one. Let me double check. Wait, wrong portal. Yeah, 50 floor. I'm gonna do 50 floor and I exit. There's no point wasting my time for it. And then we'll do the rest of the bosses. Alright, so I asked Amy why Dan was trolling. So the answer here's the answer. It's gonna surprise you guys. Brother Amy like fucked Dan up so hard because you guys know this a key binding this 3 page presets, right? Alright, so apparently Amy fucked with his preset because he wasn't watching and he changed the preset and then Dan logged in thinking that that's his preset and then all his keys was fucked up. Bro doesn't even have jump, so he was like trying to fix his jump keys while at P1 and P2. So that's why he had no lives coming into P3 and he did better at P3. Like I mean like let's be fair, right? He went to P3 with 3 lives and P3 is the hardest. You guys, everybody knows P3 is the hardest. Because even in my party, right? Everybody went to P3 with a lot of lives, right? But then at the end of P3, you could see everybody had less lives. Everybody was dropping like flies. But then Dan died the least, right? Out of all of us, he had 3 lives and then he died two times. But everybody else died more than 2 times. So you know it took him 2 phases to fix his keys. That's funny. But I mean like that's why I told my old team, right? Not this current team. I told my old team, like, you guys need to solo practice easy will and clear it, or even duel. If you don't have enough damage, then duel it. And you want like 5 life plus on easy will. And everybody starts, and then they just like keeps making an excuse saying that like P3 is easiest. I'm like that's cap. Like P3 is the hardest. Like, it's always been the hardest because of webs and the spider. You gotta like stay still, whereas jump across. That's a one shot. That's actually one shot. Whereas in like easy will and normal will, that's not one shot. You can tank it. Obviously, it's gonna hurt. You can still get combo though in easy will. Like if you get the spider leg with the like another boss attack, you get combo there. You can still die. So like if you don't survive easy will with 5 lives left, more than 5 lives, you're just not clearing. You're just gonna die out. Because I make everybody in my team did that, right? In general, I think outside of the first clear team and maybe Galby's team, our team is like spent the least amount of time together on hard will. Everybody else spent more time than us. That's like a fact. Because I mean like solo practice is just how it is. You're gonna have to solo practice. Because otherwise, if you don't solo practice, you're just griefing the best player in your party, right? The best player in our party is the Korean Bishop. Like he's the best player, right? So if you every time you die out, you're griefing him because you know like, he's really good. And you know you're dying out, you're wasting his time, and then you're also wasting the player who could hold his own time as well, right? So it's just better manners, just like practice. But that's good though, right? At least this team practiced, so we're good, right? It's just that my original team, like, people didn't want to practice. That includes Amy. But then Amy found Dan, so we're good. You know, we're good. We could keep playing with Amy now, cause you know, brother Dan to the rescue. Oh yeah, Gana, in case you're wondering why we are not doing easy will is because I told Amy I'm still waiting for the Latino players to learn will, because I don't want to do will when nobody knows what the fuck to do in will and nobody understands will, so it's just gonna fail. So we want to like wait 2 or 3 weeks when all the Latinos gets like desperate and they need the Nisos to pay for like McDonald's, they're gonna learn. When they get desperate, they learn very quickly and very fast, and they will sit there and practice. So I need them to sit there and practice so that when we do easy will on our own, it's like perfect. It's like we are the worst player. I want that kind of party. And trust me, that has happened in the past with Magnus. Yo, remember Magnus? Like literally, like all 3 of us was literally like the worst player in the party. Um, there were people like with more lives than us, and then we died out. And then there's also Latinos that like purposely don't do attacks, wait for us to die out, and we can't outlast them because we're just worse players. And we just die out, and then they just kill it after, right? That has happened multiple times. Remember that, Ganon, like in Eri? See, I'm waiting for that kind of like mechanics for easy will, all these guys to learn, and then we just like take the easy way. Because like I'm not gonna like try easy will multiple times on an O. It's not worth my money. Yeah, it's a small percent, but it just shows like if you give Latinos time, they will learn it and be better than us. No, the bad luck is because we did hard madness at the end of the week. If you did hard madness in the early of the week, it's like you just get all the good Latinos, like who's very good, like better than us. Now we didn't have a choice. We had to do it a Sunday night, because Amy has this 996. Like we didn't have a choice back then. But if we actually clear Magnus at like Thursday or Friday, like it would the bucket of players would be great. They would be like gods. Do I hope I get another 150 mil power crystal next week? I need so that I could save up 1 billion power crystal and just get like a free arcane shoulder. That'd be great, like a free arcane shoulder. Yeah, save like a bill and then tap arcane shoulder. Get it to 22 stars. That's like the dream. I mean, I need the arcane shoulder anyway, and I don't know when they're gonna come up with Angelic Buster, so I'll just leave it. Cause Angelic Buster is gonna take me on average 2 months to catch up in levels. Yeah, there's no point. Like, I need 2 months to get the levels for Angelic Buster anyway. Maybe 3 months actually, right? Because by the time it comes out, I need 1 month, and then there will be new bosses. So I need another month to get like to keep out in levels. Like you have to be top 200 in levels. Actually, not top 200. They make boss design to be top 150 players. Like everybody under top 150 levels, you don't like you just get damage penalty. No, 2 months is factoring playing out work. If I don't do play out work and Angelic Buster, like, bro, it's not happening. Like, just physically not happening. Like, you have to play out work in Angelic Buster. Like, otherwise, it's just not happening. Like, physically impossible to catch up in 2 months. You do play out work 2 months and you caught up. Yeah, I mean, so like, Angelic Buster is like, I'm not in the rush for it, honestly. AFK I'm probably gonna skip, because manual grind is like 4 times faster than AFK. So by doing 90 hours of AFK, I literally waste 200 hours of grind. So for me, it is AFK like 90 hours is technically not worth it if I'm trying to like keep up or catch up in levels. I'm probably gonna start that account with like zero hours. So like, we could go 3 weeks, and then on the fourth week, we take a break, and then use that, right? I mean, at the fourth week we go back to work. You know what I'm saying, boys? I'm most likely gonna create on ult. Like most definitely gonna do that on ult. Because otherwise it's like I won't be able to play on my main, for like bossing and stuff. Like just in case let's say they release like Dark now, and for some reason, I'm not even gonna say for some reason. If they release Dark now, it's gonna take me like maybe 10 hours to practice that because I'm not Dark now already. I need to practice that boss, and then they release Angelic Buster at the same time. Like I'm basically stuck, right? Because I have to practice Dark now. Like for me, Dark now is like very hard. I don't think I could do Dark now without like 10 hours of practicing. The Mulong Power Crystal is an event only. That's like a tournament event, so it's been removed, sir. There's no more. But if you want it, you gotta wait for the next event. I think the next event should come at the next new class. So when the next new set of class comes, they'll do the event again. Yeah. Do any of you guys know like how much they selling those NFT for? Alright, I gotta send my team money because we got an unlucky boy with no win. Not no, we got 2 wins, so I gotta send him like 3 mil. Alright, we did Mulong. We're gonna collect Mulong. We're gonna do our weekly boss now, boys. You guys can see me struggle hard Lotus, wink wink. We're gonna struggle hard Lotus, boys. I'm actually curious how much I get on Sickness, but you guys not gonna find it on stream. That's members content, baby. Now we're gonna keep that members, Mr. Ganon. It's gonna be on the weekly video. I'll try to get it out by tomorrow. I'll do it. Not normal, you know. What do you mean? The weekly Niso is always members. Like members first for 1 month, and then after that it's free. Cause after the month, the patch has changed already. I do hard Lotus. I do hard Lotus, sir. Well, I mean, yes, you're right. I do normal Lotus. I forgot about that. You're right. Normal Lotus, boys. It's time for normal Lotus. Yeah, no, sorry, Gana, I was not thinking. You're right. I was just confused myself. No, no, I was doing normal Lotus. I am actually gonna do normal Lotus, if you believe it or not. Okay, I just gotta change my page. This is the better page for Lotus. Uh, yeah, all right. Um, all right, boys. Normal Lotus. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do hard lucid or easy, cause I don't think I have enough nodes honestly for this. Um, so we're gonna skip normal lucid today. Because there is a small chance I could duel lucid with Amy. Like I tried it last week. Um, in theory we could duel it. Not with Amy, obviously, with Dan. We could duel it with Dan in theory, but like it's very like RNG and like hands heavy. If we do a perfect execution from both of us, um, then we could do a hard lucid phase 3. Now the problem is it's not consistent. We cannot consistently, like, both players, me and him, needs to execute perfectly. Like it's either like I fucked up somewhere with my rotation, or he like make a mistake somewhere in his rotation, so that was short like 500 billion damage, which means it's not clear. Um, that was a state last week. Obviously this week there's no change to combat power, but like you guys know me, I'm cheap as fuck. I don't have max nodes. Like I get my nodes from bossing and from grinding daily. So I'm always like becoming slower, stronger a little bit at a time. Um, but I don't think the amount of power I got in terms of nodes between this week and last week is enough to cover the difference. So basically, is me and Dan using Amy's character can do about, oh fuck, I'm dead. Can do about 20 trillion in 40 seconds at perfect. Like she has 20 trillion HP. Um, people calculate as 21 trillion because of like she goes into God mode for about 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds. So that's why you factor that as like a 21 trillion damage. But like in terms of damage wise, like it's now that it's like mostly burst damage from V1 to V4. So you could just factor it as like 20 trillion if you just hold your keys correctly. Yeah, now the problem is we can't do 20 trillion consistently. I mean, like, after this, I'll go try Mulan Dojo for myself. Like, if I could do like 10 trillion myself, it's definitely enough, because we did it. I did 10 trillion at my peak. No, I did 11 trillion actually. I did 11 trillion at my peak. And that's with like Shadow World, crit damage buff, and like the adventure thingy. So if I could do like 11 trillion without Shadow World buff, we might have a chance. So I'm gonna go try it after Lotus. See if I could do 11 trillion in 40 seconds. But if not, then it's like hard lucid duo is not happening. I think I could do it with like a bishop, honestly. But the problem is I can't find a bishop who wants to duel it with me. I mean, there's like a bunch of 40 million bishop who wants to leech that. But like the thing is that like you can't leech a Crusader. Like it doesn't work. Because Corsair is not a burst class. What DPS class? So like 40 million bishop is not enough for me. I need like a 70, 80 million bishop. Oh shit. That scared the shit out of me. I thought I was gonna die. Yo, why is he like spamming this? That's like toxic. Oh my god. Like he's spamming lightning and the trucks. Like this is a bad channel for Lotus. In case you guys are wondering, this is channel 14. Yeah, don't do channel 14 today on Lotus. That's a bad channel. Yeah, this is like unnecessary hard. Oh shit, I'm dead. I should have used the iframe there instead of trying to dodge it, honestly. Yeah, see that? That's like toxic. He goes the balls and then he does the lightning. And the spam, the frequency of these attacks is like way too high. Yeah, this is the bad channel. Oh man, I accidentally used the flag on the platform. So platform disappears, your flag disappears. That's how it works. The recent death notes? No, I think the recent death notes is good. I just hope, like personally, I just hope they don't like increase the levels of the newest boss by too much. Like if they make it level 255, that's like that's very unhealthy for the game. Because 255 is only possible if you do play at work. Like it's physically impossible for like a person to do it, like one person to do it. But it's possible if you play at work with like a 4-person rotation. That's like definitely possible. But like if they do make a boss level 255, like I'm gonna go to Twitter and say, um, Maplestory is a play at work game. They are encouraging play at work, 20 hours or 20 hours a day, forcing people to go unemployed. Listen, dude, listen. The whales can complain. I could complain too. It's fine. Like like for me, like complaining is not new. Like, I've done that all my life. Yeah, I think it's chaos slime. Chaos slime makes the most sense. I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's extreme lotus, mainly because um, there is a lot more work to release extreme lotus than slime. The reason for extreme lotus only works if you have the V ramped lotus, like like the it's like a different version of lotus. It's like he's a lot more cooler, and the mechanic is a lot more fair. Like this lotus is like RNG, like if you get a bad RNG with the train combo and then like the fucking lightning coming down, like you're just dead, dude. Like unless you're like a paladin or you have iframe, right? But like for the most part, you're dead. But the newer version of Lotus is a lot more fair, like in the way that if you know his patterns, like it's doable. Right, you shouldn't die, right? But for this one, it's like, if you get unlucky, like even the best player is gonna die. Alright, we did it in 11 minutes. We'll take that, we'll take that. I want to say big wings. I think it's just average wings. A little bit higher than average. Slightly higher than average. Not like bad. Definitely not bad, right? Listen, we've been positive, man. So like, our raffle's been good. Your raffle is indirectly proportional to like how positive you are. Yo, let's tap a black cube for fun. Can we get back our 30%? Hey, alright, we tried. We try again next week, get another 5 rows. Alright, we gotta go dojo for like 40 seconds to see what damage. I don't think I have the damage, honestly. Like, I need to get like 11 trillion myself. Yeah, nope, not happening. That's like 10 trillion by myself. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna do normal lucid. That's fine. Okay. Okay, okay. Um, we're gonna do normal Damien, boys. Oh shit, I don't have my burst. Whatever. It's okay, it's okay. Uh, damn, I was trying to stun it, it died. Fuck, I already buff, I had to stun it now. Yeah, I definitely believe that when Chaos Slime comes, they will decrease will reward pool. Cause right now the will reward pool is 6.7 trillion. I mean 6.7 billion Nisos. That's like very high. So if they're gonna like I say, right, the NXPC you get a week is like fixed, right? So if you're gonna reward the whales, you gotta get that NXPC from somewhere, right? And the best way to get it from is just from a hard will, right? So if you cut hard will by if you give it like a 75% cut, like a 5 billion, you take 5 billion from hard will, then you got 5 billion for slime. And if you design slime hard enough such that only 3 parties can clear it, basically like a party of full 100 mil combat power. When I say 100 mil combat power, I mean 100 mil shadow combat power. right? I'm not talking about the shitter 120 mil light lord who can only do like 56, 57 floors. I'm talking about like actually 110 mil shadower that could do like 58 floors, and you need like 6 of them or 5 of them and 1 bishop, and not like a shitty ass bishop. Was like I'm talking about like a 56 floor bishop. If you do that, right, there's only like literally the entire game like 6 parties that could do it. And every fucking whale would be happy but if they do that. That's challenge, boys. You got what you asked for. But I could expect like a lot of whales who's not playing Quasar or like Shadower is gonna like start complaining like a bitch in X if they do that though. I would like them to see it. I dare them to do it because I think it's gonna be hilarious. Cause they're just gonna like keep complaining about like class difference. But you gotta understand, like these fuckers make so much money from Hard Lucid because the class difference favored them at Hard Lucid patch. So it's only fair for them to eat shit again this patch or Chaos Slime patch, right? You can't be eating like cake every single patch, like for an entire lifetime. That doesn't work like that. Because like P3 Lucid was like literally like 40-second burst. So like all the shitter class that specialize in 40-second burst, they tend to do a lot less damage in a 3-minute setting. No, I mean Quasar is not like Quasar. Ever since Lucid came out, Quasar is doing really bad. I mean, like not like really really bad. I'm just, like they're just doing average, right? But when you say really bad, it's like the Blaze Wizards, right? They're doing really bad, right? Mihail's doing really bad. Wind Archer is doing bad, right? These are the bads, right? I mean, Quasar just like they're pretty good, but like not like the best. There was a period of time where in Hard Lucid, I was the highest combat power in the party, but like I barely did more damage than the rest of the party, because like Quasar specialize in consistent damage every second. They don't specialize in like boss damage. So like even though I was literally the highest combat power in the party, like my contribution to the party was literally the same as everybody else. And I was like maybe 50% more combat power, right? That's really bad. That's really bad. But if you think Quasar has that bad, right? Other classes had it worse. Just consider that. But I just have a feeling, right? Doesn't mean I'm correct, right? I just have a feeling. Some of these like shitters, they're gonna complain about their class being a shitter class if they release a Chaos Slime with like very fat HP. But hey, I don't really care because every boss after Hard Lucid is a DPS boss. That's right. So that means I'm playing Quasar. There's always a spot for me. He XD doesn't affect me. Think I don't care. If they start complaining, it's just popcorn for me. It's content for me. I'm gonna go meme I'm done. I meme I'm dumb. Right, whatever's complaining, and then it's just content. I'm toxic like that. So yeah, just look forward to it. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with these swords? Relax, buddy. Like honestly, Quasar is becoming like weaker every patch. Like every patch they get like a small, like 1% nerf. Like I don't think Quasar is 100% shadow. Oh shit. I don't think Quasar is 100% shadow anymore. I think what like 97%, 96%. Because especially this patch, V4 shadow will become stronger. Like I did like a testing like with Amy. I mean like Amy's character, he's like 90 mil, but I'm 120 mil. Like in terms when we do Lucid, like I'm only like 20% stronger than him. But my combat power is like literally like 33% higher than him, but I only do 20% higher. See, like that difference means like, you know, like we're not 100% shadower anymore. I mean, granted, right? My nose is not max. His is. So if after factoring like the nose difference, right? Crosshair is like 5% or so away from shadower. Like if I max my nose, I should be like 26, 27% stronger than Amy. Maybe 25% stronger. But right, but like my combat power is like 30% higher than his. Let me double check, right? 33%. It's 33%. My combat power is 33% higher than his, right? But I'm not gonna be 33% higher, stronger than him. I'm only gonna be like 26% stronger. Like that's like the power of the shadower benchmark. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm dead. I have 4 lives. It's fine. It's fine, boys. It's fine. How much more Ching? Like as you get the higher your combat power it is, the more expensive it is. It's like exponentially more expensive. So like a rough estimate for Amy to get to 120 million at this patch, right? Without symbols, because like symbols are basically free. It's gonna cost him like at least 10 billion. Maybe not 10 billion. It's depending on luck, right? A lot of these things is like luck, right? Like if you get lucky with like with like Star Force and shit, you know, it could be like cheap. It could be like 1 billion, right? But if you get unlucky, it could be like 20 billion, right? But in terms of average, I think average wise, it's gonna cost Amy like 7 billion. Anywhere from 7 billion to like 10 billion Nisos. Last I asked him, he's like $9,000 down. I think he's like $9,000 or $10,000 down, like in the red. Oh shit, I forgot my buff on. Yeah, I'm dead again, boys. I'm dead again, boys. I'm so dead. Oh man, I'm so dead. Yeah, there we go. But honestly, like, it's always cheaper to buy pre-made gear, pre-made character, than make it yourself, right? The only exception to this rule is like very low level gear, low level characters, and you have like people like who's not very well versed in the game. Then they may buy overpriced. But for the most part, right, as long as you know the market and you don't get scammed, it's always cheaper to just buy pre-make and like pre-built gear. That ice guy was selling his shadower. He's like 120 mil for like for 11 billion. Like, that's cheap, right? In a way that if you were to build that, it's probably gonna cost you more than 11 billion. But it's not cheap enough that you will want to buy it. Because why would you want to pay slightly cheaper price when you could gamble for a chance? Like you could be the next Shinobi. Like Shinobi is like the motherfucker is so lucky. He always gets like 22 and 21 Star Force like under the cost. So like, you know, you gotta factor in that the gambling entertainment money, right? So because of that, like if somebody gives you like a 10% discount for your character, it's not worth it, right? Like Ice character, like he wants 11 billion for it. That's like at best like a 10% discount. Cause like on average you can make that in 10 billion. So you don't want to pay that price, right? Like 7 point, like that's why I told Amy to make a post in Discord. You know, 120 mil characters, 7.5 mil each, 7.5 billion each, because you know that's like a 25% discount on all the characters against the average price, obviously, right? And I say like most whales is not gonna sell you it, and even if they do sell it, just buy it. And we buy it, we can hedge against the buy, and then we sell the character or sell the gear individually, like slowly, and we make a profit. And he made a post for it, and I made a post for 10 billion 150 mil character, because we know these fucking whales not gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody's gonna pay higher than us anyway. So we're fine. Dude, like, you know, I call out these whales, you know, every, I mean, not every day, but like, I like to call out everybody, right? Whether the whales, the management company, right, NXPC, or you name it, right? If somebody like is being retarded, I call them out, right? You guys can call me out too, right? There's plenty of times where I'm being an idiot. You know, Amy calls me out when I'm being retarded, right? Which is fair. But yeah, like I mean, when these whales all saying like they're quitting, you know, I call cap on that. So that's why I make a post. You know, I'm gonna buy a character, right? And I will really buy it. And I do have 10 billion NXPC. I mean, 10 billion Nisos. I do have it. So if they want to like sell it to me, I'll go buy it. I have the money. They're not gonna sell it to me though. Like, but like that's the point, right? That's the point I'm making, right? They're just capping. They're not quitting. Um, and like I mean I know I'm the only one who me and Amy is the only one who's gonna pay that kind of price. They're not gonna get a better price than us because there's no liquidity. Like there's no liquidity right now because there isn't any like new players coming in. Like Jack was like, oh shit, I died. Like Jack was like was like a once in a blue moon. That's why like, when Jack showed up, like he's like new player, right? He's like a new whale coming in. Man, I gotta pay attention. But when Jack showed up, my friend list was like going wild. Everybody wanted to know who's Jack. Everybody wanted Jack's contact information. Like Sizer was so thirsty for Jack, he was literally like on Discord asking anybody, like randoms, if they know Jack. Like that's how desperate people became over Jack. Why? Because Jack was paying the full price. He wasn't being me. Like he wasn't being a Wokey or being an Amy. Like only wants to pay a discount price. Brother Jack was literally paying the full price. Like if you sell your shit to Jack, oh fuck. Oh man. It's okay, boys. It's okay. We have 7 lives. We have more than enough lives. Like if you sell your shit to Jack, you're literally getting out full price. Like assuming your luck is average. Right? If your luck is average, you're literally getting out full price. It doesn't get better than that. Like a lot of people sell their fucking shit. I mean, like not shitty ass like 22 star. They got rid of their old 22 star gear to Jack for the maximum price. Like it was like a no brainer move. I think a lot of people And these are all from whales, from like 100 million plus whales. Like they took advantage of him. It was great. And everybody love it, right? But the thing is, like, you gotta understand, like, the Jack situation was like a once in the blue moon. Like, you're never gonna have that situation again this year. You might have it again next year, but like, that's how rare it is. Like, so that's why, like, people can't just quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you say you quit, you can't. You can't sell your shit. And you can't just quit either, because if you don't log in, like me, right? You know, this character is literally making 100 million a week, right? Like 100 million a week. That's like, um, guys, 100 million a week is like, you know, $300. A lot of these whales will ignore all the issues with the game, like saying like basically, like, you know, like how every whale was complaining a few days ago about how the top game content doesn't have Nisos, and like, or that the game doesn't respect their time. Yeah, but if anybody watched my video, like I make, right, my point was like, you know, back in the day where the entire server only has two parties, hard Damien, and the hard Damien pool was 30 mil. Like all the whales was making, um, you know, all the whales was making like 4 million a week, and like now the whales complained, right? That was my point, and the reason why I made that point is because a lot of the whales' friends, oh god damn it, a lot of the whales' friends was getting like was getting 100 million a month to be positive and like not talk about negative things. So like, you know, their friends is not gonna fuck up their friend, right? So none of the whales ever like complain about the game last year, right? And that's the reason. That's the truth. So, and because I know Web3 whales are like such beggars, including me, right? I'm also a beggar. Um, like that's why I call cap. Like none of these fuckers gonna quit, especially when they can make 100 mil a week. They're never gonna quit, never. Unless like Jack comes out and buy it full price, not a single one of them is gonna quit. No, I sell my character. I sell my account for like a 25% discount. I honestly, it doesn't even have to be a full price. I'll sell it for a discount. Oh shit! I thought I had enough time. Guess not. All right, boys, we're gonna go into phase 2 hard mode, one life. Man, I mean, like I will always do what when Jack was up. I also try to sell my character, but like my character was like locked, so I could only post it on Discord. But unfortunately, Jack is not on Discord, so he didn't see my see any of the market posts. And I wasn't the only one. Everybody was making like Discord posts of selling their gear, their character, or whatever, because they wanted to attract Jack's attention. Everybody wanted to exit. Um, but unfortunately for all of us, Jack wasn't on Discord, so like nobody he didn't see any of the posts. Bro, if I sell my character for like 50% discount, I instant ROI. What are you talking about, man? See, like some people, a lot of people with the same combat power as me, like 120 mil. They don't have better gear than me. They only got 120 mil because they have a 21 star belt and a 21 star shoulder. I got 120 mil without belt and shoulder. Like that's how strong I am. Like that's how strong all my gear is. Um, like people, a lot of people have higher combat power than me. It's because they have belt and shoulder. I don't. like, like I have a fucking free-to-play shoulder. Like this is a free-to-play shoulder, dude. Like, and I got this kind of power like with like free-to-play items. You know, like, this is like literally free-to-play belt. You know what I'm saying? Like free-to-play gets 18 stars. You know, and 11-star shoulder, right? You gotta like that's why my account at 50% discount is like 10 billion. Maybe even maybe even like 60% discount. Right? I would even say like it's like 60% discount. No, I'm not gonna sell it for 50%. Like, I'm not selling it for 50% discount. Like, I'm cheap as fuck. No, but I'm just saying, like, I am cheap, right? You guys know I'm cheap. I'm not gonna deny that I'm cheap, right? It's I'm just saying is like if somebody like me is this cheap, and a lot of the whale who's complaining are cheaper than me. So you think they're gonna quit? Like that's my argument. My argument is like I'm cheap as fuck. I'm like a Jew, but the thing is they're more Jew than me. And I call myself a beggar, right? And I think they're also a beggar like me. You gotta compare like who I am, and who are they, right? So like that's my point, you know. I'm not sure like if I'm making a good argument or not, but I'm not very like good at explaining this point. But I'm just trying to say is somebody of my spending power in Web 2 is literally like poor, like actually like fucking poor. There is zero chance I could be a top player in Maplestory with this kind of spending. And I didn't spend that much money, right? You guys know how much I spent. It's on the ROI video, right? To be a top player in Web 2, you have to be like 300k US dollars. And no, I'm not saying the fake 300k from Akira. That's fake, right? Like anybody in Discord knows that I meme about that shit. Like Brody is like at max 100k max. Definitely not like 300k, right? We cause you know this shit is in the blockchain. You can see like how much they actually put in. But like I think like honestly a good estimate is like 60-70k from Akira. Like Akira as a whale, he spent like very little. He just got very lucky with his like enhancements. Like super goddamn lucky with the enhancements. Like a lot of people spend more money than Akira. Like I'll give you an example. Like Akira is the #1 shadower, right? By a lot, by a big margin. And then the #2 shadower is Galbi. And they're both 59 floors, but Akira is 59 floors with like 30 or 40 seconds ahead of a Galbi. That's a big difference. That's like a 20% or 30% stronger. Like 20% stronger at like 140 mil status, because I think Galbi is a 140 mil. You gotta think about like how strong that is, right? But the thing is, Galbi spent more money than Akira. You guys can check the blockchain, right? The blockchain doesn't lie. Galbi spends way more money than Akira, but the thing is, Akira is like 20% stronger than Galbi, right? Just think about that. Right, the guy just got very lucky. So lucky that I call it unreal, but you know that's a different story, right? But like, you know, 80k at Web 2 Maplestory just makes you like a big fish. You know, it makes you a dolphin. Like, doesn't even make you a whale. Cause you gotta think about like how goddamn poor Web 3 players are. Like, I'm just putting it into perspectives. Like a 100k in Web 2 Maplestory just literally just makes you a dolphin. You know, like you're jack shit. In that, to the eyes of like Nexon, you're jack shit. You literally ain't shit. And a bunch of these people is like trying to flex how much they spend on Maplestory N and thinks that they're hot shit. And that's why they're so goddamn loud and so goddamn cheap, right? People in Web 2 literally like spends $1,000 on cosmetics for fun a day, right? Like these are the real like actual like whales, right? That's why is you guys. I'm not even sure like if you guys are like used to it or not, but like that's what I'm not used to it, right? Because I usually play Web 2 games. Like when I see like literally the top of the top player base, like you know like the top spenders in the server, like all complaining about fucking couple $100. That's why I think it's fucking hilarious. And like, but it's not gonna be hilarious if they are consistently complaining like since the beginning of the game. Like consistency is key here, right? If they complain since the beginning of the game, that's fair. I'm not even gonna laugh at them because you know like it's human nature to be wanted to be treated right. But the fact that they didn't complain last year when Hard Damien first came out, only two parties, two strongest whale party can clear it. Because you gotta think about it, right? Fifth job makes everybody 3 times stronger. So right now I'm 120 million combat power, right? If I were to be the same strong as me right now in fourth job, I have to be a minimum 400 mil to be the same strength as right now, right? So you gotta consider that. And they cleared Hard Damien. You can see how hard that is, right? You gotta be a minimum 3 times stronger in combat power. Because it's fourth job. And not a single whale complained about like a 4 million split in Damien. Now every single one of them is like complaining about a 100 million split in Will. Guys, like Hard Will gave every single party this week 100 million a minimum, right? Because like the average for Hard Will is 125 mil. So if even if you're below average, you're still getting 100 mil per person per party. And these whales are complaining about a 100 mil split, whereas not a single one of them complained about a 4 million split in Damien last year, right? That's why I'm laughing at them, because their friends lost the marketing fee, the shut up fee, the shut your mouth fee, and the shut your mouth fee was only 100 mil a month. That's what's fucking wild, dude. Like, that's wild to me. Oh fuck, I'm on 1 life left. Oh man, guys, I need to like stop talking. Cause I'm gonna die. I have 1 life left. I'm actually gonna die out, guys. Like no cap. Oh man, yeah, I gotta focus, guys. I'm actually gonna die, boys. I'm actually in danger. All right, we gotta focus. We gotta pretend I'm like Korean. I don't know about sickness. I'll have to like check. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Oh fuck, oh man, I'll be chatting. I realize I have a bomb on my head. Man, fucking sad. All right, boys, that's your content for the day. I'm gonna go in again. Actually, wait. Let me do an easy boss because I want to wait for my cooldowns. Yeah, I don't know about sickness. I have to check all my characters first and do the math. As long as we get like 200k, like sickness is good. But if it's not 200k, we'll have to think about it. No, I don't need Thor. I just need to like. I'm just distracted. I'm just talking about my just talking about life stories and the whale complaints. Yeah, I distract myself. It's fine. Alright, let me do my daily boss. Next on listen to yeah, they did listen. The fact that like Nexon listened is what pissed me off. I would have been very happy if they didn't listen to the whales, but the fact that they listened to the whale really like pissed the fuck out of me. Because it shows that if the whales, no, I don't need though. It's fine. Yeah, I'm fine. No, the fact that Nexon listened to the whale, it means that if the whales were on my side last year, NXPC would never fall under $1. But every single whale was like happy that their friends are in on this like special Telegram group, and they didn't want to get their friends kicked out of the Telegram group. They all think that from the Telegram groups they get like inside information, and they wanted to like use that chance to be on the good side of NXPC to do like insider trades, right? Unfortunately for them, Dominique left NXPC, the company, Nexon, so that Telegram group got disbanded. And as far as I know, right, I could be wrong, they didn't set up a new Telegram group until this month, which is the Curator program. Back then, Dominique ran a special invite-only Telegram group with all the whales and people who has a very big following of influencers, as well as top Web3 guilds. These are inside information, right? It's been a year, so I can talk about it. XD. Now, the reason why a lot of fucking whales don't want to talk about the bad things that are going on in the game is because a lot of the friends are in this group. And if you talk about all these bad things, then you bring negative attention to their friends as well. And then nobody wanted to risk the status of an inside group. Because you guys know it's Web3, right? So as long as you get inside information, you could trade against the retail. So everybody wanted to like trade against the non-insiders. Right? Everybody wanted to trade against like people like Anon or Amy, right? You get inside information, you buy and sell, right? And you make a profit. Now, jokes on them, the inside information never came. There was no inside information. And nobody was complaining and trying to hold Nexar accountable for the communism. You know, the communism where free-to-play extractors, you know, gold farmers was making more money than the whales. Like, nobody held that accountable. Nobody complained. So the game kept going like that. And it got so bad that literally you have the entire villages in China. Like, China, goddamn, like, China is the second strongest economy in the world. You have goddamn villages and third-tier cities in China literally like raided internet cafes, and they literally just farm daily balls all day long. Or they farm few Nisos, like not even Lumi players, like play with like paladins and some shit. And like that's literally their full-time job. Like, guys, like, how big is the Chinese economy? It's like in the trillions. A fucking Web3 game cannot support that, guys. Like, no matter how hard I swipe or Amy swipes, you're never gonna support the entire country. Like, we're not even gonna get into like the Indonesians that show up, the Filipinos that show up, or like the, you know, the Vietnamese people show up. With just literally one single country, China will like crash this like NXPC down, and that's the problem because you gave all the Nisos rewards to like literally free-to-play, and free-to-play was literally using this to make more money than people working as a banker in China. That's how lucrative it is. Alright, 1 second, right back. I'm back. Alright, where was I? Where was my rant? But like I was saying, right? That was like the problem with NXPC. Like it's a very good game. It had a very solid foundation. It's just that they went communism too hard. Yeah, there was like the entire village was like farming NXPC. I mean, Niso was on the field, cause back then, like, you know, farm pigs is literally too like, not by the time I made the $2 an hour pig video, it's like way beyond that. Like, initially you were making $3 to $4 an hour, and I remember this very clearly because I hired an Indonesian to play on my old wallet, and I was paying him $2 an hour, and after paying him, I still come out like $1 profit, like after paying him. And he wasn't even grinding properly, and it's also a paladin. Like, I mean, if somebody use Lumi or like or Shadower or Bowmaster, it's literally like $4 to $5 an hour. Guys, like $4 and $5 an hour. $5 an hour is literally like salaryman wage, like office worker in China. So like everybody was like rushed in to farm. And you didn't need any like investments at all. You just do it free to play. Like no investment, you were making that much money. Like it was fucking insane. But like none of the whales ever complained that. I mean, I was complaining. Like so, I was the only one complaining about it last year. But like none of the whales complained, and that like pissed me off because like the recent example showed that if all the whales gather and complain last year, like this game would have been safe. Like like everybody would have been eating good. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So now here we at. Now we are at NXPC 20 cents. If next time I ignore these whales, um, I will not feel too bad. I'll be like, okay, well, even if I gather all the whales to complain last year, like nothing would have changed because they ignored all the whales anyway. But the fact that Nexon didn't ignore the whales, you know, this week, it literally shows like if everybody complained last year, this game would have been so much better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm upset about. Right now, there's like it's like it's too late. You gotta have to do like it's like an uphill battle. No, it does affect them. What are you talking about? Back then, Wales was getting 4 million, 2 million a week. How does that not affect them? It does affect them. Bro, they're getting 2 million a week, bro. That's nothing. That's $40 a week as a whale. If no new players come in, it is sustainable. There's enough people that spends money. Um, like the MVP Black and MVP Diamond is more than enough to sustain the game. Later, sir. Appreciate the support. I mean, obviously having new players come in is good for the game, but sometimes it's like in order for new players to come in, you gotta run like a lot of marketing campaigns, and sometimes marketing campaigns like don't work, and you just like lose money instead, and that's like bad for the ecosystem as well. So it's a very hard choice. Alright. I could burst it soon. I could burst very soon. Wow. Got unlucky with that. I'm dead. Yeah. Gotta be full HP to tank that. Usually if you're soloing, you wanna save your iframe for that, but like I use the iframe to do damage. No, I don't have no calls data, sorry. Like I don't ever use that anyway. Like I used it once in my life. Um I use it on my old ones, but that's it. Like I don't ever use that on my main. Cause I'm cheap. Like you guys know, I'm cheap as fuck. I think every 5 levels that you need is like 4 mil. If you're like pushing for like the hardest boss, like hard will, hard lucid, not even hard lucid. It's only worth it if you're pushing the hardest boss, and you needed that to get into a party, or you needed that to be like green dot or blue dot. Then that's the only time it's worth it. If you're buying it just to like do CRA, no, you're scamming yourself. Like in the Moon Dojo event, right? If buying that helps you get the next floor, and the next floor is like 5 million plus, then yeah, you buy it, right? It depends on what you're trying to push. Like if you're pushing for Zakeman, then you know it's not worth 5 mil. No, you could do CRA with. It's cheaper for you to do CRA with just a few pieces of gear with no nodes, like level 1 nodes, and like like 600k worth of gear. You get 600k worth of gear like with just like a assault weapon and maybe an emblem. That's it. You're gonna need NFT collection though. Uh, 1.6 mil is chaos alone. Nah, that's a hands issue. Sorry, bro. There is no other way that you can solo that. Even with level 1 nodes, that you should be able to solo it. You're gonna need the IED. It should be like 85%. At the very minimum, you need 80% IED. But if you're less than 80%, you're gonna be struggling. Crit damage you don't need. Crit damage is directly relates to CP. Like if you get crit damage, you get combat power. But if you don't have crit damage, then you have boss damage. Like 1 million combat power is equals to 1 million combat power. That's your combat power. It doesn't matter what your stat is. Like your combat power literally tells you how strong you are with all your stats, except for IED, right? So I mean, if you get more burst damage, you're just gonna have a higher combat power. If you get more crit damage, you're just gonna have a higher combat power. Your problem is you're 1.6 mil and you can't solo chaos alone. That's literally your problem. Yeah, the combat power is the sum of all your stats, except for IED. Man, I jumped up, guys. You saw it, man. I was in the platform. Shouldn't have killed me. That's lag. I call lag on that one, boys. I don't deserve to die on that one. Yo, I definitely do not deserve to die there. I was up there. Alright, see that, boys? It's 20-minute run. Well, 19 minutes, I think. I'm gonna go down and die with the dragon. Alright, never mind. We can kill her. Alright, boys. We did it. That was 20 minutes, I think. 19 or 20 minutes. We take that. Alright. Doing good. Okay, we gotta do the rest of the daily bosses. I mean, weekly boss. We gotta do slime. Yo, slime is squishy. What can we say? Squishy ass slime. Alright, so for my main character, I will be doing CRA. Only because I did normal loses, so I don't have enough points to max. So I have to do CRA for the points. Yeah, we're just gonna let the laser kill me. Alright. I already did that, so it's just CRA now. And I open all of this just in case I fuck up. We have 7 weekly. Wait, they all the bosses. Let me just double check that they all the bosses. Just in case. Done, done, done. Alright, yeah, CRA, okay. What character they release soon? I have no idea whether it's gonna be like a guess. Anybody's guess. Yeah, I got pretty good these Nisos. I'm happy with the Nisos. Yeah, I don't know what the whales are complaining about. I got more this patch than last patch, so you know I'm happy. Yeah, but that's my perspective. It is being more. Everybody got more. They're just fucking like these whales, man. They're just fucking upset that their friends. One is I mean, there's 3 groups of whales, right? Um, let's be honest. There's 3 groups of whales upset, right? The first group is the Akira group, right? He got banned, so he fought, right? That's revenge fought. Right? I made that point in my video, right? When I get banned, I revenge fought as well. So that's like normal. And then the second group is their friends no longer getting paid by the curator group and the Maple Friends group, right? That's like 100 mil a month. So they are like upset. No, it's not for content. Like, these whales are fucking cheap. What else? What else? Right, that second group, right, which then caused them to FUD, and then caused their friends to FUD as well. That's 2 groups already, right? The third group, right? The third group is like, you could say it's kind of justified, but they had it coming. The third group is the people who FOMO. When I say FOMO, I mean like they saw Web 2 will is level 250, so they had to FOMO level up. So how do you FOMO level up? Right? The unemployed play 12 hours a day. The employment, they had to make work, work from play out work arrangements. And then the small amount of people who's actually employed. Oh fuck! Run boss, drop. Took vacation time. So FOMO means fear of missing out. That's FOMO, fear of missing out. Because if you don't get level 250 for will, you don't do damage, so you can't do it. You can't do that. You can't kill the boss because there's the damage penalty. For every level you have under level 249, the game starts giving you negative damage. Like, starts to have a damage reduction against you. So there's a third group of whales. They literally make play at work arrangements. They also, that's like one part of them, right? Then the other part of it's the unemployed, people who's already employed. These people aren't really whales per se. They are like usually like 60 mil, 50 mil players. Because like, guys, like if you're a whale, like you cannot be unemployed. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, it's very fucking expensive to get to 100 million combat power, right? So I think Walker agreed. Like, if you're unemployed, you don't have a 100 mil character. So like the unemployed only affects like the 50 million to 70 million people. And then you have the other group is like the employed, but they took vacation time to level to 250. Right, these people are upset because will end up being a lower level, which meant that their efforts for the past month was like unnecessary. They could have taken it easy. They didn't have to like spend money for play at work. They didn't have to spend vacation time. They didn't have to waste 10 hours. Or for the people who play manually, they didn't have to waste 10 hours. They could have spent that with their friends and their family. That's why they're upset, right? So that's why you have massive amount of FUD. It's FUD from 3 different groups of people. Dude, I mean, I took vacation to level. Like, that's fine. That's like normal. Like, there's plenty of people who took vacation to level. Like, Like if you took vacation to level, you're like stuck at like 248, 247. Like these are all vacation people. Pallady took vacation, right? Aspat also took vacation. No, a bunch of Koreans they just play manually. Like it's the fucking Chinese that can't play normally. I mean obviously the Korean. I mean there's a couple of Koreans that's like outlier, like you know like the low 255s. Like those Koreans are like you know play at work. But like a bunch of Koreans are like at level 240s. You know high level 240. Those are normal. They play out. They actually took vacation time. I know them. They took vacation time. I talk with them all the time in the map that I grind with. They're there. It's not a different person. I mean, like you can't increase the arcane force requirement. It doesn't make sense. The arcane force was not a problem. Leaving Will at 250 is unhealthy. The reason I say that is because if you increase Will, I mean if you leave Will at level 250, you're literally gonna tell the world that. I mean, even if you leave Will at 250, that's fine, right? If you leave Will at 250 and then doesn't reduce the EXP requirement, like the EXP curve, that's unhealthy. That's unhealthy for the game because that means the next boss, which is Gloom, unless you play at work or you're unemployed, there is zero chance for you to do the next boss onward. So Will be the last boss you could do, and then every boss after Will is exclusive to play at work and the unemployed, and that's really bad for the game because you gotta understand the people who could support this game and the economy and for the free to play to earn that money has to come from somewhere, and that money comes from the people who has a job, who are employed, and so that's why they have to decrease the levels and make the levels easier, because otherwise the people who has employments who can actually spend money on the game, they would just quit because you will make future boss exclusive. And I mean I agree with Blood Mage that they just had to release the numbers before, but like Nexon don't exactly know how to communicate, right? That's like the problem. Bro, like 10% damage is not the problem, bro. What's 10% damage? Okay, so instead of doing a 6x 50 million 6x 55 million Shadower, now you need 60 million 6x Shadower. That doesn't cut anybody. It stops nobody. So you mean like doing 70% damage instead? I mean that does make sense. But the problem with that is, when they patch the symbol abuse, like you could keep transferring characters and save out coins. Like you could transfer your symbols, right? But then you could save coins, and you could build up a high level of Morass and Latch because they're coin based. They did a patch to reroll the Arcana symbols back, but I'm not gonna say who. They fucked up for a lot of whales and a lot of people that I know. Instead of subtracting it, they actually gave them extra. So whoever abused this tech, let's say they got like a 200 symbols extra. Instead of subtracting 200 symbols, they gave you another 200. I'm not gonna say who. If you guys are smart enough, you can look around in the navigator. You can see that some people's fucking symbols are higher than expected. So there's that. And if they took your idea, increase the arcane force requirement, and you do 70% damage, a lot of people is gonna be pissed off because a lot of people do know they fucked up the V-word, the V-roll. It's gonna cause more people angry, and they know they fucked up. It's just like they're like, fuck it, we're not gonna fix it anymore. It's too much for effort. I mean, and that's a fair call. You know, I don't really care. You know, it's just a couple extra symbols. I don't really care. I'm not gonna rat people out for it. See, I'm a good boy. I don't rat people out. My man. If you guys are very fucking curious, you're gonna have to be looking very hard in the top 100 people for all their symbols and making sure that you know the reference. And I doubt anybody in this stream knows how to do the math anyway, because you gotta consider, like, because they have extra symbols on Arcana, that means they could spend the symbol selectors on somewhere else, like, you know, in Vanishing Journey, in Mirage, and also in Asphara, because you get to save Arcana, so you don't have to spend it on Arcana, and your Arcana will still be high, like, you know, like level 13 plus. Just saying. Just saying, boys. Just saying. But yeah, I mean, like, to like, you guys do give a good point, right? I think, like, if they say ahead of time EXP reduction is gonna be reduced, and then will's gonna be reducing levels, everybody will, like, you would save the anguish for, like, what the third group of whales, right? The third group of whales, they wouldn't be as pissed. And, like, honestly, you have to, like, I still believe, I truly believe, you have to decrease the EXP. Because if they don't decrease the EXP, you know, like I'm just gonna go on Twitter every single day and, like, rat people out. Whoever's boosting, I'm gonna rat people out. I'm gonna, like, force them to either reduce the EXP or like start giving out more bans, like Akira. You know, like, I'm gonna force it, and I know who the fuck is boosting and not. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But, like, right now, it just doesn't affect me, so, like, I'm keeping quiet because I don't want to make no enemies, right? But that was my card, right? Like, but I made it clear, right, in my post, in my, like, my long ass thread post, right? I said, like, everybody's, like, boosting or play at work, right? They may and I already said it, like, you gotta have to, like, change the EXP because it's not healthy. Like, I even said people was gonna get banned for it, and guess what happens? I said people was gonna get banned, and Akira got banned twice on both wallets, right after I said that, because I know Akira's booster is literally a guy. Well, not a guy. Akira's booster's friend is in Desolation, the guild, and that guy talks about it all the fucking time. So I know Akira's gonna get banned sooner or later, because the fucking booster is not reliable. I just never obviously I didn't talk about it in public because I don't know if he's actually gonna get banned or not. But I told this to Amy, like, privately. You can ask Amy. Like, I said he was gonna get banned again because his booster is shit. Now we can say booster because, you know, he's banned, right? For everybody else who's not banned, we say it's play at work, because, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, claim they're using boosters when I don't have evidence, right? That's up to NXPC to do the digging and check if they're using boosters or not, right? That's not for me to like decide. His booster was using remote desktop. He also used remote desktop. Damn, this is actually a very good roll for a red flame, but I need better. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that part. But I know he used remote desktop. Dude, like it's Akira's friend, Slowbun, tried to reach out to me to ask me if I had like information. I told him I have some guesses, but he didn't ask deeper, so I didn't tell him, right? He just asked if I know any inside information. I said I don't have any inside information, but I have some guesses. But then he didn't ask further. Because he didn't ask further, I'm not gonna tell him what I know, right? You gotta have to ask for it. EXD. Oh shit, dude. But if he asked, I would have told him. It doesn't even like I don't gain anything from like hiding this information. Like, it doesn't even matter to me. Oh, come on, boys. Help. Alright, we have 5 blacks. Come on, come on, come on. This is the day. Come on, come on. That's a huge ass luck roll. I think that was a 115 luck. Could have swear I saw 115. That's actually insane. Come on, come on. Bro, a lot of these boosters in like fucking third world country, how are they gonna sign an NDA contract? Doesn't even make sense. Bro, it's not gonna work like that, man. I'm sorry. It's just no. No, just no, sir. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not happening. Yo, I lost a 1 mutant combat power from the Flame boys. Boys, I lost a mutant combat power from Flame. That's so sad, dude. I lost my Flame, I lost a mutant. These multipliers is getting insane. Bro, you can't even enforce it. The guy's in a different country. Holy shit, these coins is only 1 mil each. Damn, it's like fucking worthless now. GG, sir, GG. Alright, I'm not even gonna sell mine. What a waste. Man, these hasty coupons are very cheap right now. I'm gonna buy some. Man, I haven't like spent diesels in a while. It's time to splurge. Wait, I gotta use this one at a time? Damn, that's gonna take ages. Alright, we're gonna use it later. Yeah, the fucking Lucid coins crashed. So what that means is I'm just gonna spend my coin. Like fuck it. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking spend it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a second set of arcane for my ult. And we're not gonna do anything to this. We're only gonna rank this out using red cubes. Because I still wanna use black cubes on my CRA top. Get to 30%. So I'm gonna keep using my blacks on the CRA top. I'm gonna use reds on the arcane. On the arcane pirate shoes, we're gonna use reds and get it to a unique using red cubes only. It's gonna take a while, but you know I have time. Fuck it. Yeah, there we go. 14 cubes, 14 coins, just like that. Um. All right. All right. Let me finish my dailies, and then we're gonna call the we're gonna end stream. We're gonna do daily. Probably gonna try to get the weekly Niso's video out either today or tomorrow. So we're gonna end stream, so I can work on that. Shit, I forgot to change my V matrix. Yeah, what Insanity said is correct. Like, how are you gonna sue a poor people from a poor country? It doesn't make sense. You just gotta have to take the risk, right? That's the risk you take. But that's what I'm saying, right? They have to decrease the EXP. Because if you don't decrease the EXP, you're forcing everybody to use boosters. And boosters is it's a volume problem. It's a quantity problem. You're gonna have shit boosters and you're gonna have good boosters. And the shit booster is gonna get you banned. Like, that's the difference. Right? The ship booster is gonna be using like some shitty ass dodgy remote desktop, get flagged by the system and get you banned. Alright? Or starts talking to you in chat or something like that, right? But like, that's the funny thing, right? It's when that happens, it just does more harm to the game than good. Because for every whale you ban, because the booster use like third-party tools, that's one whale you're forcing them to quit, and that's one less whale to spend money on, right? These are all like chain reactions. No, I think no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Well, hold on. I don't know if that's a lie. Let me double check. There's 20 hours in a day, 30 days times $2. Okay, that's not a lie, but he's exaggerating. It's not $2,000. It's only $1,000 a month. It doesn't cost more than $1,000, and I'll tell you why. Insanely doesn't know because you're not in the whale. Singapore dollars maybe, yeah, but US dollars only $1,000 US dollars. He probably means Singapore then, yeah. So to answer your question, half of the fucking Fang server are using boosters. Like people ask me like why the fuck Fang's MVP changes every week and every like in terms of maps and channels. That's because like every single one of these fuckers use the same booster group. so there's literally just one guy can decide like whether I want to do it on this map or in this channel. Like every week they can just change it whatever the fuck they want. That's because all the fucking accounts that they have, it's enough for them to last 24/7 for 7 days a week. And every single one of these guys, right, is all manual. So they're all on Discord servers. One guy says, hey, alright, I'm gonna pop it. Alright, get ready. Alright, okay, sir, okay, boss. And then, everybody just shows up. like come on, that's how I know, like, everybody uses fucking boosters, like, no, but, like, it didn't start that way, by the way, it didn't start that way, before Black Mage 2026 was whispered, only like 3 or 4 people use boosters, like literally, it's that little. Like once the Black Mage 2026 was whispered, there was like cost shake, but like people didn't go into boosting immediately. It wasn't until like the patch roadmap dropped. The roadmap where they said Will's coming July, right? So like 6 weeks ago they dropped the patch roadmap, right? It was at that moment where every whale was cost shake, because every fucking whale was like level 230s and like low level 240s. They're like, oh fuck, there's zero fucking chance I could get to 250 myself. They cock shake, man. So everybody starts talking, hey, who's good, who's reliable, who's good, who's reliable, and like every fucking whale talks to each other, right? And they like, oh, this guy is dog shit. This guy got fucking Akira banned. Like, don't even talk to their group. This guy got fucking this other guy banned. Don't ever talk to this fucking group. What is he using? He's using this guy. That guy is using that guy. And then this is where the monopoly starts happening, because the good ones everybody knows about and everybody wants to use the good ones because nobody wants to get banned. So what happens? So after the few weeks, it's literally like all the accounts is in one group. So in that one group, they can literally decide, when the fuck MVP happens. Like, what's the best way to catch these guys, right? Well, number one, figure out what language they use. And then number two, if you start, and then when you pop an MVP, right? If I pop MVP, there's an announcement in the middle. That announcement shows a language, what the booster is using, right? And for the most part, the booster uses a different language. So if that guy has changed language, all of a sudden he's using a booster. As simple as that. If a Korean guy all of a sudden his MVP message becomes Chinese, well, yeah, duh, right? It's just as simple as that, right? If a Japanese guy's MVP message becomes English all of a sudden, yeah, because he's using booster. Like, for the most part, the boosters use English and Chinese clients. So like, if you have a guy who's traditionally used Japanese or like Brazilian or a different kind of client language, and his client language change, and they could like very disciplined show up every 30 minutes to pop a MVP, then yeah, that answer is obvious. Like, guys, like I find it super hard to drop MVP 30 minutes on the dot. Like, it's fucking hard for me. Like, I always missed it by a couple minutes or so. Like, I get distracted and I missed it. Like I say, I'm sorry. But like, You know, I could probably go for like 4 hours straight. Um, and then I just like zoom out and I don't do it properly. Like I miss MVP. I was late or something like that. Or unless somebody like ping me, then you know I'm gonna miss MVP, and I cause a delay. But like for booster, they don't have that issue. They are very disciplined. They're all in a call together. So like you know, they will remind each other. So that's why like in Fang we have the most consistent MVP trains ever. We had that shit ongoing for an entire week for like without fail. Unless like I mean not 24/7 though, because these boosters have a 20-hour work time. They rest 4 hours. You cannot run Maplestory for 24 hours. You'll get banned. It's like you gotta do it like 20 hours or so. So you know they have 4 hour breaks. So that's like the only dead time for MVP in Fang. We have like a 4 to 6 hour dead time for MVP in Fang server. Other than that, it's like it runs 7 days a week. Besides reset day like today, because reset day like the main owners logs on and they do weekly polls. Other than that, it's like starting from Friday onward, it's very consistent, 16 to 20 hours a day for the next 6 days. I mean, you can't say I didn't use booster. I also used it. I got banned before for using booster, and that's fair. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I didn't use booster. You know, I did use it. That's why I know. Like, I know about the scene because I was literally in the scene. Like, I was literally I was the pioneer of using boosters. Like, I was there. I was using boosters before everybody else. So that's why I know so many people, because I was literally in the middle of it. I just stopped using it like this year. I just stopped using it this year. Alright, I think I did everything. Let me double check. I mean, like, whether people use booster or not, I don't really care. I mean, like, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't. I don't really care. But the only thing I start to care is like if they actually do like Black Mage 2026 without like EXP reduction or like without reducing boss level, right? Then that affects me because it's physically impossible for you to hit level 270, 275 for Black Mage 2026 without boosters. That's like physically impossible. Right, so like that's when it affects me, and you know I had to make like I have to make a, you know, like I had to go complain about it, right? But other than that, it's like, you know, people use boosters. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. I don't really care. I'm not gonna rat people out. All right. Let me clean out my inventory. I mean, does I not have like a standard MVP train? I think every server has a train because like every server has boosters, and as far as I know, this booster group has expanded to different servers now. They are in Ein and Fang and Arite as well. It's just that the customer base in Fang and Arite and Ein is less than Fang. Majority of their customers in Fang, because you know like everybody like whales talk to each other, right? We may not be friends, but we do talk, if that makes sense. Like at least whales in the same server. I can't say for others, but I don't talk with whales in different servers, but I do talk with whales in the same server. So, yeah. Yeah, no, people like to change channels because like sometimes the let's say I grind here. Let's say I grind here, right? And then it has 5 people in there. I have to change channel, and then sometimes I just forget to change it back. Like that's a problem. Or sometimes like popular maps like there's 5 people there, so you just kind of have to like change channel, and then you forget to change it back. Like that's the problem. It's not that they purposely change. Like these people usually is like manual. These people tend to be manual. The people who's like very disciplined come to the same channel every map, same map, like every 30 minutes on the dot. Like these are like boosters, because only boosters are this consistent. Because there is not one guy on that one account the entire day. It's 6 hour shifts, so like they're always gonna be fresh. Alright, I think I'm done here. Alright, boys, it's getting late, so we're gonna call it a day. Thanks for dropping by. Um, Pretty decent stream. We're gonna maybe do another one tomorrow. We'll see though. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Good talking to all of you boys. Later.